Hey guys, it's Kamen, and while I'm working on some of my videos and trying to figure out how not to die from a sore throat and allergies, I figured we'd do something a little bit different. Well, not so much. But since this is about a topic that I'd like to talk about, I figured it would be a good thing to discuss. So last week I posted a video talking about the Fullmetal Alchemist live-action movie. If you haven't seen it, I would like if you guys did. It's probably one of my more better videos as of late. At least editing-wise. But anyway, it seems that I have caught the attention of quite a few people in the comments since I made a comparison and said something around the lines about the 3-minute mark that I said I don't think the movie is as bad as the Black Panther or the Last Jedi. Now, obviously, this caught the attention of a few people because Black Panther is actually a pretty good movie, and the Last Jedi, well, a lot of people don't agree that it is. And when they asked, I said, it's my opinion, I just don't like it. And a lot of them took that to mean, hey, that's fine. I mean, the movie has nothing really to do with the video I made, but it was mostly just a tongue-in-cheek moment and just to see if people would catch it. Truth be told, I really don't like the Black Panther film. And why I don't like it doesn't really pertain to this video or the Fullmetal Alchemist video, other than just being a little bit of a tongue-in-cheek moment. Of course, there's something that happened, and I feel like I need to talk about this comment I got. I will not be displaying the name of the person who made the comment, however. And I'm still going to talk about it. Of course, as usual, when it comes to these sorts of things, I'm not going to reveal the name of the person who left the comment. So, let's begin.
Excuse me?
I'm allowed to have my opinion.
True, but not when it's wrong. Black Panther and Last Jedi is far from a bad movie.
What the heck is going on? Hey.
So, if you couldn't tell right off the bat, there's a bit of a problem here. Him saying my opinion is outright wrong, just because I didn't like either of those films. Now, before anyone wants to play the hypocrite card, especially considering my content, no, I don't say people's opinions are wrong. At least not right off the bat. You see, I'm of the mindset that people can have whatever opinions they want, regardless if I agree or disagree with them. Now, you can certainly question why they have that opinion, and depending on how they go about it, you can question if that opinion is valid. An example that comes to mind would have to be my Verlicify video I did, the first one I ever did, where he basically just insulted a whole bunch of people who were fans of Gen 5 and decided to declare them as Gen Whiners based on some interesting evidence. And if people are willing to give their reasons for said opinions, then you're allowed to question and challenge said opinion, because you can even look into the facts that they are using to back up said opinion.
Bad idea.
Damn it. But that's not what's happening here. This commenter decided that my opinion was just flat out wrong, despite the fact I didn't give any reasons why I think the movies are bad. Now you could say I should have said why I think they're bad, and I'd counter by saying it's a tangent for what the video was actually supposed to cover, namely the Fullmetal Alchemist live-action movie, and would be a detriment to the entire video. If I took a detour about why I think those movies are bad, then that would drag on the video. You could say I shouldn't have mentioned them, and I'd say it's a tongue-in-cheek moment just to see if people would react to it. It's supposed to be done for that. So, of course, I'm a little bit taken aback by this guy's comments, and I respond as such. Did you just tell me my opinion is wrong? Wow. Thanks for that. I'm wrong because I don't like a movie, then think it's bad. Thanks for that. Thanks for saying I'm wrong for not liking it. Also, The Last Jedi isn't a bad movie. Okay, many people disagree with you. Does that mean that they're wrong? Does that mean your opinion is the one true one? That's what you're saying here. Now, I think that's a decent response. I'm a little sarcastic and tongue-in-cheek here, but I'm not being overbearing or insulting to the guy. Now, for this next part, I'm gonna have to break his final response to me into pieces. And you'll see why, since there's a lot to unpack here. Because it's just so saucy.
Those many people are called bandwagon jumpers, and they don't like anything besides the original trilogy. And yes, your opinion is wrong because Black Panther is far from a bad movie, because 97% score doesn't mean bad.
Irony! It is amazing how people cannot see the irony in what they say. YouTube commenters at their finest, folks. First of all, it's a fallacious thinking right there. Basically ad populum, that just because something is popular or unpopular, that it denotes the quality of the subject. I mean, if we want to just stick to like film-wise, we can talk about John Carpenter's The Thing. When it first came out, it was heavily panned and was actually considered to be a bad movie. But nowadays, it's considered to be a really good film and a cult classic. So throwing a high rating or a low rating at me doesn't prove that anything is good or bad. I judge it by my own standards and what I think it is. I also find it really rich that you're willing to assume that the reason that people don't like the film is because they don't like the films outside the original trilogy of Star Wars. That is a shallow way of thinking, and the fact that you believe that is the case is really telling of this comment and the nature that we'll be getting into in a few minutes.
Universal claim, besides the obvious racist who claims that it's just panders to the black agenda.
What the
doesn't make it bad. So yes, you're wrong, and from both this and your clear fanboy rant against Death Battle on Twitter, I'm done.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
Oh boy, so now we're in Death Battle territory. Great, there's a reason why I have this banned in my Discord chat. Oh well, now I can put it in the tags, so thanks. Before we do that, let's go here with what he said initially. You are assuming my reasonings for why I think the movies are bad here. In addition, I have no idea why you're bringing up racism in this, unless you're claiming that the only reason why people would dislike the movie are only because of racism or the black agenda, which, once again, is assuming people's intent and why they may disagree with the film. Honestly, it's more of that fallacious thinking again. Now, let's talk about your comment about my fanboy rant against Death Battle, and the best way to go about this is to actually look at what I say. So, I got a few people tell me about the latest Death Battle. Spoilers, Twilight loses. No duh, when it comes to superheroes in Death Battle, they love to pull a whole collage hero, which is the stupidest thing they've done time and time again. So, if you don't know a lot about me, I'm a brony. Yes, click that unsub button if it shocked you. Even though I've got videos talking about the series, but whatever. Apparently, that would mean that if I was a fanboy, that I'd be mad at Twilight losing because I'm a fan of hers. Right? Oh, but wait, what's this? Even if by some miracle they didn't do it this time, I've been jaded about every death battle that involves the hero since they do it all the time that I can't trust them. This isn't about me being a fan of MLP. I'm a fan of Teen Titans longer than I was a brony. Well, wait a minute here. I say I'm a fan of Teen Titans longer than I was of MLP? But wait, if I was a fanboy of both characters, why would I be complaining about the results of a death battle? That's because I'm not.
I wish I had the slightest idea of what the hell I was doing.
My complaints in these tweets were that Screw Attack likes to create composite characters, and not just with superheroes, but with other characters as well. One of the most egregious had to be Link in Link vs. Cloud, where they gave him various equipment throughout the series of Legend of Zelda, and made the claim that Link could share his memories with previous incarnations. Which, hasn't even been proven, so I don't know where they're getting that.
Would I lie?
My point is that Screw Attack loves to pick and choose their traits when they give combatants, and I don't trust them when it comes to these sorts of things. I mean, I could rant and rave about all my issues with Death Battle, and hey, if that's something you want to see, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see what I can do in the coming days. But really, my point is, I don't trust them when it comes to characters who have multiple canonicities. But my point was, I don't trust Screw Attack with characters who have multiple continuities. It had nothing to do with me being a fan of MLP or Teen Titans. And now anyone could think that it was a fanboy rant is just a brain scratcher to me.
Bad thing is, I liked your videos. You pointed out others' bullshit and showed why they were just flat out lying. But now you've become the type who does just that. Use bullshit and lies. I'm done and goodbye.
Oh, you understood that? Not a word.
Honestly, I do care for my fans. I really do. I listen to people in my public Discord, I listen to the advice of my fans, and I try my best to be a good content creator. Heck, recently I asked Quistman to actually do a commentary on me to see how I could improve, and I actually am taking his critique into account with my next video. But this? For someone claiming I have the fanboy mentality, you're the one who's displaying it in full force. Simply because I don't like movies that you like, and possibly for not liking an aspect of a show that you may like that's on the internet. Honestly, if you don't want to follow me for those reasons, that's perfectly fine. However, what I take issue with is that you're willing to use fallacious arguments, misinterpreting my words, and assume my position when I felt like a movie was bad, and using that as a means to say that I am lying. You claim that I point out people's BS and showed why they were lying. Well, here you go. I just proved your BS and that you're lying about my positions. One could say I could have been the bigger man about this. And you're right. I could have been. I could have just left this in the comments, but it's something that I've noticed with a lot of fan people. And it's something I've noticed with a lot of fanboy mentality. And it's something I don't really care for. Look, if you like the films, that's fine. I'm not going to degenerate you for that. Just know that I'm allowed to have my own opinion, and you can't say my opinion is wrong unless I explain why. If I explain why, then you're more than welcome to call me out on it. But, whatever. My name's Kamen. Remember to examine your fandom.